the rest of the material.
You cannot scratch that.
No, I've never scratched it. I think it's anodized aluminum, steel. So you'll notice there's a little layer still. This is actually a layer of model material, so it's thicker. It's easier to take off with a scraper. So we're using this razor blade, the orange one. Basically, you can peel it off pretty easily, and it keeps it here very clean. If you want to feel that and tear it. Comes off very easily. Whatever is left, you're going to take some water. This yellow container is water.
Just water?
Yeah, it's just water. We have a lot of cloths over here.
What do you need the alcohol for?
We're going to get to that in a minute.
Are these cloths reusable, or are they need to be purchased? And if that's the case, what are they made out of?
They're, I don't know, similar to like eyeglass cleaner cloth. It's just a cloth.
It seems like satin to me.
With lint and particles, because you'll see now when we clean the heads, you don't want anything. You don't want like the cloth burning apart. Yeah, you don't want to use paper towel. I'm just going to soak it with water.
Do you want to use the quicker, thicker picker upper? No?
You guys can keep like a little vacuum if you have just around. Sometimes little particles of support might build up in here. Just give it a quick clean.
You can get a shark vac from Canadian Tire.
Yeah. Make sure it's nice and clean, and the tray's ready for the next build. So now we're going to close the hood. You notice over there's a switch. It's an interlock switch, so the machine can't do anything when the hood's open. Power's disconnected. And the hood's also held down by magnets. There's one over here, one over here. You're going to see after I'll take the panel off so you can see. So they're electromagnets. You can see they kind of hold down the hood right now. So try opening this. You can feel what type of resistance you need. It's not too much, right? When the printer's doing something, there's going to be a voltage applied to those magnets, and it's going to be harder to lift up. You can still overpower it, but if it's not lifting up with this much force, don't try to do it, right? It means the printer's loose. Plus, you'll see it's moving around or making noises. You'll see on the screen over here, it's going to say what it's doing. So right now, we're going to close it. We're going to go to our computer. So this screen here, this little program running, is the control software for the printer. We can see information of the job that we just printed, how long it took, 4 hours, 29 minutes, 34 seconds, how many slices. Basically, this part has been sliced by the software, and that's how the information is sent. Slices are 28 microns thick, sends that information to the printer, and it prints its 28 micron layer. So there's 813 slices in this. Height, the last slice is completed, and then this is just a progress bar. Over here, this would be the print mode, so right now it says it's an idle, it's ready for the next job. You'll see when we start another job, it'll say printing, and over here it might say performing a purge or cleaning the heads. If you click the middle button, it goes over to some indicators here. We have temperatures. We're going to see now what these temperatures are for, basically for the print heads which are jetting out the material. Vacuum, the vacuum is going directly to the print heads, and that is preventing any material from basically dripping out of the heads right now. Since the heads are facing down, if there was no vacuum, they'd be leaking material basically. Waste container, that's this guy over here. All the waste from the material, there's a purge area here, there's a roller which collects waste. It all gets sucked into this container.
How to clean?
You have extra containers over here. So When this is full, it's going to tell you. When this is full, you're going to take this out. We're going to do it when we do some more calibrations. You just replace it with that. And when the resin is in liquid form, it's toxic. So either you have to dispose of it in hazardous waste, a depot, same place you take oil or paint. What some customers do, they'll leave it out in the sun and it'll cure. And then when it cures, you can throw it in the garbage. Okay. When these containers get empty, they get completely empty. It's just the way there's a mechanism which draws the material until it's completely empty, so you can just throw them in the garbage.
Can the printer be running and one of the materials just
Empties out?
empties up, and then can we put another one while running?
Yep. So right now it's only using two containers. So let's say this one and this one it's using. If this one gets empty, it's going to automatically go to this one.
Right.
When it goes to this one, you can open it and replace this one.
While working.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay. But how can if by accident you put a different material in what it's using?
While it's working,
Yeah.
as long as it's still using this one,
Yeah.
it's going to ask you. It's not going to ask you to do a change because you can't do that while it's printing. It's just going to gray out that cartridge. It's going to exit out.
Okay.
It's not going to use it. It's going to. When this one runs out, it's going to tell you that you have to replace this one. It can't just start running from that.
Got it. But all while working, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Even the same thing with the support material, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You can even replace the waste container while it's working.
While it's working, okay, got it. Perfect.
Just don't take too long because I think after maybe 10 minutes there's a message going to come up, close the drawer, right? The sensor, we're going to go over it too, but above here there's a little computer board, and each container, if you take a close look, you see a little copper winding there.
Oh, yeah.
They're RFID tags.
Oh,
So that sends information to this board over here. So the computer knows, it has to read that material to know what it's doing, right? To know what material it is, to know how much is left. It knows the expiry date on the materials. So after every print job now, the very important thing, you're going to run a wizard to clean the heads. We're going to do this manually. You're going to clean the heads with the isopropyl alcohol. So it's 99% on. The software is pretty good. It has step-by-step wizards, they call it, for everything that you're going to have to do. So under options over here, options, wizards, and we're going to go to heads cleaning. So you're going to see now it's step by step. It's going to ask you to do something, then you have to either click a checkbox or go to next.
And that's how to be done every time after you.
Every time you do a go, yeah. If you're doing like, let's say for some reason you need another one of these and you're going to do 2 or 3 jobs in one day, just clean it once in the day. It's not nothing crazy. But if it's a big build like this and you do it overnight, make sure you clean it after it's built. So the door's closed. Please check if the tray is empty. So we clean the parts off. It's empty. Door's closed. So now it's going to get everything set up for cleaning that we can do with our hands now.
It will do it by itself now.
It's going to move the tray all the way down and it's going to position the head in the middle. And then what we're going to do is use this mirror. We're going to get a clean cloth. Whenever we're cleaning the heads, you have to make sure it's either a brand new cloth or a clean part of the cloth that you've used for the heads before. I wouldn't want to use the same cloth that I'm cleaning the tray with, right? So it asks us now, are the heads clean? Please open the door, clean the heads, and the roller. You can see now, take a look here. We have 2 heads, so 1, 2.
Oh, I see.
This is where the material's coming out.
Oh, how about the other one right there?
Which one?